So peace Diehardknicks, man. We are rocking with the Diehardknicks at the half. We got the homie Aiden here. Believe it or not, Mr. Aiden, we are live, man. Yeah, man. I was a little overzealous with the plug there, man. But what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going good. Just finished watching the second quarter. I think that I don't really know. I feel like our half of our team is out. Don't really know how to feel about the jerseys. Uh, it's a lot of questions. How do you feel about how this game is going?
Well, I think the game's been going the way that I think it would have been going. Same thing because we're missing players, whatever. But I mean, even if we're missing players, not like we're missing like big time All Star players. But I mean, if you look at if you were watching the game, whatever, the telltale of the whole game is RJ Barrett, right? RJ Barrett, he was 0 for 9 at one point. He went 1 for 11. I'm not sure exactly what he finished at, but I did have the stats up. I'll put them up again. But I think that's the tale right there because this guy Randall he's become the engine of this team. A lot of people have been talking badly about him. What do you think about Randall's play?
I think he had a solid first quarter. I think he's pretty efficient. I think that he had some trouble in the second. I think I remember seeing him get a turnover. Um, but he started off the game very strong though, so that impressed me a lot.
Yeah, he's given us the point guard play that we don't have, man. This guy, Elfrid Payton, is waste. Elfrid Payton, he traditionally doesn't really start strong until like maybe 10 games into the season. Then all of a sudden he starts playing well. But in the meantime, we don't have a point guard. Then off the bench, we got to see Dennis Smith Jr. a little bit, but that was like a little. I mean, but the shining star of this game is on really Alec Burke. Now, I'm really surprised about his game. I didn't know he had this game in him. He has a lot of go-to scoring type of game. He could be to me. He looks like a 20 point a game scorer, like a guy that can create his own shot. He can get to the free throw line when he feels like it, and he can shoot the three. He's a really good player, man. What do you think about Alec Burke?
Yeah, I was on a Slizzy's show recently, and we were talking about Alec Burks, and I was saying, how much that I really like his role. I mean, he's a shooting guard. His his role is to get us buckets, which I think he's been doing pretty efficiently. Um, so I really like what he's been doing. I just hope it's not like a Marcus Morris situation where he's our leading scorer and then we trade him. But you never know, man. You never know.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like that, man. Because I mean, Alex, I mean that was Marcus Morris. He was getting like what 17 a mil for that year. So from the time we signed him, we was already talking about trading him for a first round pick. But I mean,
Right.
Burke makes like 6 mil, so he's somebody worth keeping, man. I really like his play. Outside of that, what is your take on this first half?
I think the highlight of the first half was the whole Reggie Bullock, Mitchell Robinson jersey mishap. Um, you
Well, I think it was Bullock,
I
Reggie
my
Bullock. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
literally I was on the phone with my friends and we were watching it, and my friend was like, Bullock's wearing 23, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, there's two guys with 23 on the court. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I noticed it, and then Berman, everybody else started talking about it. So then of course I had to get in on the joke, so I just posted the Spider-Man meme of both of them pointing at each other. Um, that was truly a highlight for me. I think that I just feel like I feel like guarding Embiid and Simmons is definitely I don't know if it's like a struggle that we've been having, but I mean I feel like Embiid is really just kind of I think he's getting a lot of good shots on us tonight. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think Tom Thibodeau, I think that might be by design. We can't guard Embiid. We can't guard Embiid, and we can't guard Dwight Howard either, man. So I just think that we're just letting them get what they get, and then trying our best to guard the rest of the players too. Because if you look across the board on the screen there, we kind of holding everybody to either below their average or like around their average. On Tobias Harris, he got 7 points. Uh, Dwight, like I said, Dwight Howard and Embiid have been cooking us, but all the other guys, Mike Scott, Core,
Curry,
yeah,
Core,
Curry, yeah, Curry. What's his name? Court Mats. How do you pronounce it?
Korkmaz. Korkmaz.
Korkmaz. Jesus Christ, man. That sounds like a porn name or something. Another guy, Shake Milton. That's a guy that can get hot too, man. So we've been keeping these
I
guys pretty much under wraps.
absolutely. I've been really rooting for Shake Milton tonight because it's tight in our fantasy league in the 3-point category. I need Shake Milton to make some threes for me tonight. It's been
Well,
going back
not
with
tonight, man.
that.
You can't kill the Knicks tonight, man. If they start shooting those threes, then we have no chance at this game.
I mean, I thought it was a little weird that they filmed the intros of them like walking out. I thought that was pretty interesting. What did you think? Why not throw that in the conversation?
What? Philadelphia?
No. When the Knicks they filmed, I think it was when like I think it was just them. It was when how at Knicks games, you have the player intros. That's the word for it. They were.
Right.
I thought it was interesting filming the player intros with no fans in the arena.
Yeah, I thought that was just weird. The whole thing is just weird. Like you just try, you know what's going on, but you just don't want that to enter your brain, man. It just, it just looks so weird, man. Just the whole thing.
Exactly. How do you feel about the jerseys? I'm not really the biggest fan of them.
I don't know. I feel like I'm watching the game at the cage, man. Like I got my hands in the gate and I'm looking through the thing. That's what it looks like. It looks like I'm watching the game down at West 4th Street.
Yeah, yeah. I saw your tweet about I think you tweeted about like where were you at the last home opener for the Knicks. I saw that.
Yeah,
But
we all were
yeah,
there. I feel like every Knicks like content creator was there that night for the home opener.
yeah, we were all there. I remember that night very, very well. That was the first time I ever saw Taco Fall in person, take an NBA court. That was the We Want Frank game.
Yeah.
Fans' emotions were crazy that night.
It's
Um,
funny. Frank hasn't played, man. So you think we're gonna see a
yeah,
Frank chant
that's
tonight with no
I
fans?
you never know. I just feel like we need to just utilize Jared Harper more. Because like I feel like he's the most similar to Quickly because I feel like I think it was the last preseason game when he got the 4-point play. He was doing exactly what Quickly was doing, finding the open man, creating easy baskets. I just feel like we need to utilize him more because I understand why we're trying out guys like Dennis Smith Jr. Because I told this again to Slizzy. I said I just think Tom Thibodeau is just going to try to put these point guards into situations to see what impact they can make. I think that's why he brought in Frank so late into I think the third quarter last game against Indiana.
Mhm.
So I just feel like we need to utilize Jared Harper more in this rotation, and I miss Miles Powell. I don't know why we waived him. I really wish he had more of a chance.
Yo, if our point guard play keeps going the same way, I think we're definitely going to eventually see him as throughout the course of the year. But right now on the screen, I got this is the right hand side of the court. That's a
Mhm.
shot clock there. I'm shot chart there. We got all these X's missed threes in the corner. All these X's in the middle there. To me, that shows that we're unorganized and we're kind of just like I don't know what we're trying to do there. This is all mixed match kind of play. But if we have a point guard, some of these X's would be zeros. I mean, would be dots because of the way point guards go. So I mean, like Jared Harper would probably be making some of these threes, also driving, kicking, and whatever. So that's the thing too. Like we did put Dennis Smith in there. I think that experiment is over because he's just like a guy masquerading as a point guard. Jared Harper is really a point guard. So the stuff that Jared Harper does, he's not trying to do it. That's what he naturally does. And that's the problem with Dennis Smith Jr. and Elfrid Payton at this point. Now these guys are guys that are masquerading as point guards, and we really need to start giving that green light to guys that were made to play that position.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I'm very I've been thinking about this recently. I'm really interested to see how Austin Rivers is going to fit into this rotation because I don't know what the heck is up with his groin, but that man's been out, I feel like, for at least a month. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen. He has a lot to back up after the things he said at media day. I feel like.
Well, I mean, you're a young guy, man. So these guys are young too. Frank's been having problems with his groin and stuff too.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna get a little crazy with the groin, man. You got to stop pumping from the bottom, okay, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to let the young lady do what she's gonna do up top, and stop trying to do all the work from the bottom, and that'll definitely rip out your groin. You gotta you gotta chill with that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just like advice from a man, older man to a younger guy, man. Just let the young lady do what she's gonna do.
It's crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen with Austin Rivers, but
Mhm.
I miss well, what the heck happened to Obi? When did his I read that, I think after the first game against Indiana, I think like his calf was sore or something like that.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that's what happened, right?
Yeah, I just think that he's just playing. He's playing way too hard.
Mhm.
He's got to figure out the pace of the game because he wants to do so well, Obi Toppin. But it's just to the point now where he's just playing too hard. He's playing outside of his game. Did you see what his mom said? His mom was like, "Yo,
I watched.
you watched the interview?"
Yeah, I just watched your recent YouTube video a couple hours before the game. I think it was she wants to see Obi play, right? Even though they're not letting fans in the arena.
Yeah, but it goes a little deeper. She actually was talking about this, the way that the Knicks are playing him. He said like then he's usually been like attacking the basket, back to the basket, all around the rim, and the Knicks are kind of making him like a perimeter guy.
Mm.
So she even mentioned that she gets that they're trying to develop him, get him to be more versatile, but she would like to see him play closer to the rim. So that's amazing to me too, man. That's a basketball family because the dad is a street ball legend, and the
His
mom knows the game too. So that's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel like I think that's so true because I was noticing him play in that first game against Indiana, and I noticed a lot with his jump shot because one, he's forcing so many shots.
Yeah.
Uh, he's forcing so many threes, and like his shot is like Curry because the way he's arcing his shot, it's like it hits literally like the ceiling of the stadium. Like I feel like he has to lower his arc to really just try to get a more, I guess, like precise jump shot. Because like I feel like his arc is just way too high. I don't understand. It's weird.
Yeah, it's all. I think that's nerves too, man. I can recall a tournament that I was in. I was nervous because there was some guys that I recognized, from television and stuff that was in the tournament. So that kind of got me hyped up, and I was feeling good. So like the first couple threes that I took, the guys were saying like, "Yo, dude, are you on drugs or something?" Because the way I jumped so high in the air and I was hanging so far in the air that once I landed from that 3-pointer, I was almost at the free throw line. So
Wow.
that's how far I jumped from the three, and I landed like by the 3-point. I said, "Yo, dude, calm down," like whatever. But I just was so hyped because I saw who was there, and I wanted to like, I didn't want to get off the court. I wanted to play so hard, man. So I just think that he just wrapped around his own brain. He
Yeah.
wants to do so well. He's back at home, and he just wants to do a good job. So I mean that's good, man. That's something that we need out of these players, man. Somebody that really cares, man. Like that's great to me, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. I don't know how this second half is gonna go. I just hope that I hope that Julius Randle can keep up what he was doing in the first quarter, with his scoring. Um, he was going off. I just got some report from Macri that says Toppin's going to be out a little longer.
Oh, that sucks, man.
It's not really the best news, but I guess that's some breaking news here at Diehardknicks podcast at the half. Um, but
Thanks to the young shooter, Mr. Aiden, man.
course. So any time, anytime. But yeah, I hope that this second half we can. It's a close game. I think that I think we should be grateful that Seth Curry isn't damaging us that much. I
Yeah.
like Seth Curry. I think he's extremely underrated. And I feel like he doesn't really get as much credit as his brother has been getting throughout his whole career. I really like him as a shooter. But I'm very happy that he hasn't been obliterating us as I thought he would.
Well, yeah, he's not the only one. You got Forkmans, whatever, Shig Milton, even Mike Scott, and some of these guys, they can shoot threes too, man. So the potential to getting blown out in this game is pretty high, man.
yeah,
But
yeah, that's
but
what I was expecting. That we were just gonna get blown out. Not to be so negative, but you gotta always think realistic.
yeah.
But yeah, because I saw the injury report before the game. Quickly's out, Toppin's out, Rivers is out. Everybody, I feel like our half of our team is out tonight. I that's the feeling I get. But I think that I think we have to improve 3-point shooting. Is the big one of the biggest areas of improvement I've seen throughout preseason and the start of the regular season too.
Yeah, this particular game, we need RG Barrett just to like soar a little bit because he's 1 for 11. If he could just like, get this 4 points up to double figures, then maybe we might have a shot, man. But Randall, I feel like Philadelphia is letting Randall do what he wants to do because we don't have anybody else that can score. So there's no use of going so hard against Randall if nobody else is going to do anything. So I think we both have the same game plan. Philly and not to mention that's Doc Rivers and Tom Thibodeau. So they basically are running the same kind of system. These guys were he was like his second in command. So that's something that I forgot to mention on. So they're definitely coaching the same way. So I think the key to this game is that whoever can get hot. If some of these lower guys on the 76ers get hot, we're in trouble. But if RJ Barrett and some of these other guys on our teams wake up for some reason, then we got a shot.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I think the third quarter is happening right now. Let me check. Third quarter is happening. Let's see what's going on.
Is it popping off right now? Oh, yep. We already a minute and change into the almost 2 minutes, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Tobias Harris just scored on us, and it is 64-59 here in the third quarter. Yeah, RJ just had a turnover, and now fast break opportunity. Seth Curry. Nice ball movement by Philly. Definitely early out in this third quarter.
Well, at least we're not getting like because I guess Indiana came out in the third quarter and they just kind of just ran the floor, swept the floor with us, So hopefully this time around that we can come out a little bit better than that.
Exactly. I totally agree. I know this is a halftime show, so if you have to wrap it up.
Yeah. I don't want to take everybody away from the game, man. So
yeah.
Aiden, thank you for keeping me company this time around.
Absolutely.
And I'll try to get you on here at halftime again. I'll try to mix it up with some other guys too to make it interesting and stuff. But thanks as always, man. You're the man. You're the young shooter. That's the Aiden Donahue from the Knicks Community Podcast. Always in the clutch, probably the smartest guy, smartest Knicks fan that guys.
Thank you, man. I can't wait to be back on the show. Thank you so much.
All right, no doubt, man. All right, peace, guys.
See you.